box, nigga, won't you? And your nigga can't do nothing for you. Oh, these hoes ain't loyal.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Today I'm going to be showing you my Xbox 360 collection. I don't have that much of games, but it's pretty decent for what I got. Sorry if the video is going to be too long, but without a doubt, let's get to it. Alright, first up is A Walking Dead. This is a very fun game. I was really surprised when I first played it. I was really addicted for quite some time. It was only $30, so I was like, why not? I need a new game to play. And this game really delivered on the aspects of kind of the horror genre. It's not really scary, but it's really intense at some points. You pretty much, I don't know these people's names that much. This guy you play as, and you have to protect this girl to find, and along the way you have to try to find her parents so they can take her in and all that. And some of the survivors you travel with are like him and more people. And you kind of feel for the characters along the way, because even though some of them are complete assholes, you kind of feel for their death and all that. But yeah, it's a point and click game, so it's I wouldn't say an RPG type game, but it's a point and click, so you get to pick what decisions to make, and I was really entertained with that. So yeah, I highly recommend this game. Alright, next up, South Park: The Stick of Truth. I just played some of this about 10 minutes ago. I love this game, to be honest. What more could you ask for an RPG of 2013, or 2014 if I'm not mistaken? You get to play as... I don't know most of them, but you get to play as, I think, what's it called? The thief, I don't know, but you get to pick, I think, 3 to 4 characters that you can play as, and then Cartman, he always calls you douchebag, even though it's not your real name. But yeah, I highly recommend this game, but I would get it like on Black Friday, so you could save about $30, because it's still about $60, I think, anywhere, and yeah, you won't be disappointed. It's an RPG, so you get to do awesome counter moves on the enemies. And yeah, it's a really fun game. I highly recommend it. Check it out. Okay, next up is Sonic Generations. I'm not too sure with this game. My friend said good things about it. Like, he's a big fan of Sonic. I mean, what I played is pretty decent. You have lightning speed. They have some pretty cool stages you can play on. You also have a little twin you can play as that follows him around. It looks like you have some decent boss battles, and yeah, I played about 20 minutes so far, and it's decent. It's not the best game, but if all the parents out there who don't want their young kids to play rated M or T games, this is a really good game for them. It's intense. It's fun. Yeah, it's just fun. I think it appeals to all ages, but mostly young kids, around 10 and all that. But yeah, it's pretty decent, I guess. I'll give it another shot one of these days. Alright, next up is Sleeping Dogs. To be honest, I was kind of disappointed in this game. Like, I was playing it, and then I'm at the part where you have to try to figure out the sense or variation code to get somewhere. I don't know. I was kind of let down with this. I was looking forward to it. It was only $20 at Walmart, so it wasn't a bad deal to get, I guess. But if you're a fan of action and Grand Theft Auto, I highly recommend this game for you. You're in Hong Kong and you play as this guy, and along the way you have to travel with your friend, and there's some pretty awesome counter parts you have to fight and all that. Yeah, it's kind of action-packed. I would recommend it for any action fan. Alright, next up is Skyrim. I played about an hour of this. I have not beat it. Sorry about that. Most of these games I have not beat it completely, but Skyrim, I'm not a huge fan of RPGs. I mean, South Park, that's a fun game, but Skyrim, I don't know. It really didn't appeal to me that much. Yeah. It's a decent game, but I'm not a huge fan of the medieval times, to be honest. So sorry for the fans out there who love this game. Maybe I'll give it another shot, and maybe I'll start liking it more once I progress and start fighting the dragons. Yeah. Resident Evil 6. This is a decent horror game. If you're a fan of Resident Evil, I would pick it up. You can find it really cheap for like $10 probably. I really didn't care for it too much. There's not really much story to it. It's just go around, kill zombies, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. Next up is NBK 2K12. This is a fun game to play with your friends. If you're having a party, a birthday, it gets up to 4 players, so yeah, it's not a bad price and a bad deal. I got it on Black Friday. It's a decent game. Basketball games kind of bore me. I'm not a huge fan of them. This is the only NBA game I have, and yeah, it's decent. But if you play games with your friends a whole bunch, this is a definitely good game to get. And you can find it pretty cheap, probably about $20 by now. Alright, next up is Mortal Kombat. I love this game, to be honest. Back when my brothers were about my age, on the regular PlayStation and all that, they used to play the regular Mortal Kombat, and I was really addicted to it. Like, I really didn't know too much how to play it, but it was fun for what I played. Pretty much in this game, it's the same thing, but you have better fatalities, and you also have the X-ray, which you can see the bones crack and where you hit and all that. The story is really great, even though I wouldn't say there's much story, but it's pretty much just go to different stages and beat up people you run against upon. But yeah, it's a very good game, and $20 at Walmart, you can't go wrong. Metro Last Light. This is an alright game. I'm not a huge fan of it. I mean, the creatures I haven't really got to yet, but it's kind of intense from what I played. So, please let me know what you think about it, then maybe I'll play it some more. Left 4 Dead 2. I hear people give this game a lot of crap because there's no story, and I was perfectly fine with that. I mean, you play as these 4 people, Nick, Rochelle, Coach, and Ellis. What more could you ask for the zombie apocalypse? This game was pretty decent. You have 5 stages that you have to go against, and one's called the Dead Center, and the last one's the Parish. I'm not sure about the other 3, but yeah, it's pretty decent. These are the kind of zombies you have to kill, like clowns, and yeah, it's pretty intense and difficult at some points, so if you're a fan of zombie games or movies in general, I highly recommend this. $20 at Walmart, you can't go wrong. Hitman Blood Money. I would say if you're a fan of stealth games, this is a very good game to get for you. You see how it's $25? I got this for $8 pre-owned at GameStop, so I got a good deal, and I was pretty excited for it. From what I played, it's pretty cool. You play as the Hitman guy. You pretty much... I'm not sure what the story is completely, but it's a stealth game, so it's pretty decent. If you're a fan of the Hitman games, don't get this game. Just get the whole HD collection for like $30. You won't be disappointed. Alright, next up is Halo Reach. I'm not a huge fan of this, to be honest. Halo is not my kind of game. I mean, I like Alien games, but not like this. I'm sorry for that, but it's not really that great. Maybe I'm not a huge fan of Halo. This is the only one I played. And yeah, it really didn't appeal to me that much. Alright, next up is Gun. This is a very underrated fun game. It's kind of like Red Dead Redemption, but the earlier version on the Xbox and PS2. So the graphics are pretty dated, but yeah. At the first half hour of the game, you pretty much get in detail with you and your dad, and you go hunting for animals and all that. First, when I played it, I was like, oh man, what is this? But as the story progressed, it got really entertaining. You have to kill Indians pretty much the whole game through, but yeah, $10 at GameStop pre-owned. I think this was the last copy I got in Grand Island, but you can find it online pretty cheap as well, I think. Yeah, definitely give this game a try. It's pretty fun. Alright, the most anticipated and overhyped game of 2013. Bloop, bloop. You should have guessed it, Grand Theft Auto 5. I love this game, to be honest. I watched some gameplay on YouTube, and I was very blown away with the graphics and story, so I just got it for $60. Why not? And yeah, I wasn't let down by it. You play as three characters, Trevor, Franklin, and Michael. I pretty much like Franklin the most because he had the most depth story, and I don't know, maybe it's because I listen to rap music too much, I'm not sure. That's why I attracted to him the most. Let's see, but yeah, it's pretty much your average type game. It's action-packed. It's kind of like Point Break. You have to do thief missions and robberies. Yeah, it's a very good game. It took me like a month to beat this because I had to deal with work and school. But yeah, definitely I was not disappointed with it. Alright, Grand Theft Auto 4. Not much to say about it. I wasn't a huge fan of it, and I haven't beat the story. I just went around killing mostly people. But yeah, it's decent. Not as good as the fifth one though. Frontlines Fuel at War. Far Cry 3. I was very impressed with this game. I have not beat the whole thing because I'm stuck at one point. But yeah, the visuals are great. The action and violence is great. This guy, he won the best villain in 2013. And yeah, he deserved it. What else? You can kill sharks, tigers, Komodo dragons. I was surprised with that. Don't even get me started about the Komodo dragons. And even if you get bit by a snake, it can kill the person within minutes. And I was amazed by that. But yeah, I would say this is probably the best Far Cry out there right now, and you can get it for $20 at Walmart. Yeah, definitely pick this game up at a low price. All right, Family Guy: Back to the Multiverse. This is kind of a hard game, to be honest. I'm a huge fan of Family Guy, but the earlier episodes were better. And this game, it kind of takes place of the episodes, but you just play as Brian and Stewie. If you can pick this up on Black Friday, definitely get it. I bought this for $40, and I wouldn't say it's worth the $40. Get it for like 20 or 10 if you can find it that cheap. But yeah, pick it up at a low price, and you would, if you're a fan of Family Guy, you would definitely love this game. It's kind of like The Simpsons, but I wouldn't say it's better than The Simpsons. It's alright. Fallout 3. I have not played this. I think it might be busted because the game's not working, so I couldn't tell you about it. If you tell me what Fallout 3 is like, maybe I'll play it, but I'm not too hyped for it. Enslaved, Odyssey to the West. I have not played this, but I heard great things. It was only $7 pre-owned at GameStop. Why not? Eat Lead, The Return of Matt Hazard. I still have not played this. Please let me know what your opinion is about it if you have played it, and maybe I'll give it a shot. Devil May Cry HD Collection. These games are alright. It's the HD, so the graphics and the controls are kind of weird and difficult, but from what I played, it's alright. It's decent. Not the best games in the world. Games are falling, and there they go. Dead Space 2. I have not played. I only played about a half hour of this, and yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. I heard great things from other reviewers. You're pretty much in this building, and you have to get your way out and kill most infected as you can without dying. I'll give props to the game. The monsters are incredible. They're freaky, intense, glory, and the violence is pretty decent as well. And yeah, you play as this guy, and you have awesome weapons, and yeah, pretty much I said your average horror survival game type shooter. I would pick it up at a low price. I got this for 13 bucks pre-owned. Yeah, not a bad deal. Crackdown, pretty much a ripoff of GTA. I'm not a huge fan of it, so I couldn't tell you. I really don't like it, to be honest. The Capcom Collection Essentials. You get Street Fighter 4, Devil May Cry 4, Dead Rising 2, and Mega Man 10. I wanted to play Mega Man, but you have to download it, and I'm not a huge fan of that type stuff, but Devil May Cry 4 is alright. I have not played Street Fighter 4, and Dead Rising 2, I played it, but not the whole thing. It's decent, your average zombie game. This was 60 bucks when it first came out. Then I went to Kearney to visit my brother, and I got this for 30 bucks at their Hastings bookstore, and it's a pretty good deal. If you love the Capcom series, definitely give this a try. Call of Duty World at War. I basically got this for the zombies to see what they were like. The story is very good. I was really surprised by it, and I got it for 20 bucks, and the zombies are pretty good as well. Yeah, if you love Call of Duty, I'm pretty much everybody has this game, but if you don't, definitely go check it out, and it's a platinum hit, so you can't go wrong. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Excuse me. Oh my god. Don't even get me started about Black Ops 2. Look at that shit. Way overhyped action. Alright, I'm gonna break it down for you. Campaign, pure shit. Multiplayer, I hear it's decent. I have not played it. Zombies, not as good as the first Black Ops, but they're decent. Yeah, the campaign, pure shit. Black Ops 2. If you play for the story, do not get this game. It's a ripoff. It's waste of your time. Yeah, don't even bother with this game. Call of Duty 2. This is a good game. This is how I love Call of Duty. They need to go back to this. Maybe it's because back then the writers and directors actually cared about their fans in the video game industry, but now it's just stupid. They have overhyped action, but anyway, this game is very good. Pre-owned, 10 bucks at GameStop. I was not disappointed. This game is very long. I haven't even beat it, and I played it within a week, and I was really amazed with it. The graphics are alright, the action is incredible, and the story is just, whoa, it's awesome. Call of Duty 2, check this game out. The Blob 2. If you have an artistic mind, like me, sorta, you would love this game. I got it for Hastings, used for 5 bucks at Hastings bookstore. I was like, why not? I wanted a game, so I just got this. You basically play as the Blob, and it's kind of like Mario, but not as good. But you go around on different missions, and you get to color different spots on things to. And this is your side quest girl or guy that talks to you, like your sidekick or something. But yeah, like I said with Sonic, get this game for your kids. They will love it. Ages 9 to 10, they will love this game. Definitely give it a try. The Blob 2. It's very fun. BioShock Infinite. I kind of like this game. I have not beat it. Sorry again, but this game is very good. The action is incredible. And I pretty much got this game because the graphics were great. The story was it was there. But the main reason I got it is because you go up to Columbia in the sky. What more could you ask for? I'm not a huge fan of BioShock. I played the second one. It was decent. This one's pretty good, though. Some awesome enemies you have to defeat. And what else more? George Washington enemies you have to kill. Yeah, it's awesome. BioShock Infinite. You can find it for like 40 bucks at Walmart. Yeah, I would pick it up. Sorry I'm not too in-depth with these games. I'm not a huge fan of most of these games. I just bought them. And it's hard to say my opinion when I have not beat the games, but I'm kind of skimming through what they are like. So sorry about that. But you can watch other people's reviews and collection, and they will give you a more depth story about it. Batman Arkham Asylum. My friend told me about this because we were at Best Buy waiting to go see a movie and just messing around. Yeah, he told me to pick up this game, 20 bucks. Why not? And man, I love this game. It's awesome. you have to try to find the Joker in his asylum, and along the way you have to stealth missions. You have to escape from these bosses, and yeah, and you also have the X-ray, just like Mortal Kombat. Yeah, from what I played, it's pretty awesome. Your average superhero game, but unlike Spider-Man, this is a game. This is a superhero game where it's at. Definitely pick this up. Oh, and Batman Arkham Asylum is pretty comical too. When I was trying to defeat some enemies, I kept running back when they couldn't see me and they heard some, and then they're like, "Sorry, my phone data was full." Yeah, but this game is pretty good. It's comical, and the villains, they say some funny shit. Alright, Army of Two, 40th Day. This game is pretty fun. I got it at a low price, $10, brand new at Hastings Bookstore, and I was not let down. I play this with my brother on the PS3. If you like multiplayer shooters, this is a game for you. You play as these two characters, and you have to heal each other when you're low of health. But it's pretty cool. I don't know if there's a story too much for it, but from what I played, it's very awesome. Check this game out. It's intense, action-packed, and the graphics are pretty decent as well for a 2008 game. Alright, last but not least, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I love this game. I played Revelations and beat it. I was kind of disappointed with it, to be honest. I heard the other ones are good too. I played Brotherhood, but I have not beat it. But this game is probably the best out of the whole series. Definitely get this game on Black Friday. I got it for $40. It's still $60, but I would get it at a low price. Get it pre-owned, whatever you can do. Get this game. It's awesome. What more do you want? You got a badass assassin that kills people, and about half of the game you're traveling through sea, and that's where it gets pretty awesome and action-packed. If you run into ships, they start combat with you, so you have to get your crew assembled and shoot at their ships as well when they shoot back at yours. It's kind of difficult at some points, and yeah, and you also see animals like whales or sharks jump out of water, which is pretty awesome. And the thing that blew me away the most in this game was the weather. When the tornadoes and the big waves hit, I was blown away by it. I cannot believe it. It looks so realistic. This is like probably the first game that had that and the best visuals to it. But yeah, the quests are pretty awesome. The story is great. You have to go along and kill these enemies that your people tell you, that you partner up with to tell you to go do. Yeah, Assassin's Creed, your average stealth game and badassery, but this game is the best. Definitely pick up Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. You would not be disappointed. Alright, so there's my whole Xbox 360 collection. Sorry it's not the biggest one, but I hope I was a little in depth with the games to tell you if you're interested in any. But these are my games in opinion, and I do not love every one. I would say Assassin's Creed, GTA 5, and a couple other ones are ones that I would love to keep going back and play over and over again. But most of these games, I'm not too fascinated with them, and I have not beaten or played half of these, but yeah, tell me what your favorite games are, and if you tell me, I will tell you some of my games that I think you should pick up, in my opinion, at low prices. But yeah, this is my Xbox 360 collection, and yeah, thanks for watching. See ya later.
Want you back.